They always have a great crowd. They always have one of the loudest bands. Jesse, our producer, and I love that, especially during the pregame, and they kickstart that thing. So 12.2 to go. It will be Logan basketball as they will be rebounding. They're going to have to go the entire length of the floor. And you know, Holmen's in an opportunity now, Terry, where if I were the opposing coach, I might want to think about fouling Logan.
It might not be bad strategy.
Forward pass to Jenna Davis. She'll get in the corner to Janice. Jumper up, no good. Rebounded by Davis. She's going to the free throw line. Jenna Davis.
Effort on the rebound gets her to the free throw line. The game's not over.
5.9. It's a 5-point game. You hit both of threes, you're down by 3, and this crowd's going to start turning a little bit. Jenna Davis is 1 for 2 from the line so far tonight. First free throw, missed that one. Even if she hits this, it'll be a 2-possession game for Holmen. And if Holmen rebounds it, just stand there and hold the basketball. Second one's good. So all Holmen has to do is just stand there. Don't even move. Mackenzie Shard with the foul. And that's going to send Braden Ritten to the free throw line.
Well, as you look at what's ahead Thursday before they play in their first postseason game, the regional against New Richmond. At New Richmond, the Rangers closing their regular season with 5 losses in a row. So they have to regroup before they play Toma, first game of the regionals.
Ritten hit both free throws. 62-56 will be our final score. Logan sure tried to make it interesting towards the end right there, but comes up short. Our totals, the Logan Rangers, who now fall to 11-11. 8 points for Allie Jesvain. Ashley Janis with 3. Allie Erickson with 2. 7 for Jazzy Davis. 15 for Claire Borsheim. And 17 for Jenna Davis. Jenna Davis picking up a lot of those points in the last 3 minutes of the contest. For the Holmen Vikings, who go to 13-9 overall on the year. 6 for Sydney Jar. 10 for Lexi Jeffers. 2 for Megan Mumont-Fleury. Got that one in the first half. 3 ball for Emily Porath. 20 for Ellie Klein. 8 for Braden Ritten. And 9 for Haley Velisca. All threes. So the shortest player on the floor leads the Holmen Vikings with 20 tonight, but 10 of those came from the free throw line, and Ellie Klein really got on a roll there when Logan was in desperation mode to have to foul. So, you know, if you were watching the game or listening to the game and you're thinking, wow, you know, who's really going to go far in the playoffs? Everyone's 0-0 when the playoffs start. We understand that. I mean, not everybody's going to be Aquinas or Melman. Or
Bangor.
Or Bangor, or on the other side of the state, going to be Ron Conley. But these are some games here where you can start. You talked about losing streaks, and we started this broadcast, Terry. Both teams are coming off some losing streaks. You win the last couple regular season, you got some momentum build up for the postseason.
Yeah, well, your seniors need to take charge. I mean, this is their last season, and hopefully that leadership would be a contributing factor. My players of the game, by the way. You talked about the scoring. I'm going to go with Klein, Ellie Klein, the 5'4" sophomore, as my player of the game for the Vikings. And even though Claire Borsheim didn't have her best second half, she would be my player of the game for the Logan Rangers.
Our halftime score, Holmen was leading 32-29, and our final score is Holmen 62 and Logan 56. Terry and I are going to take a quick break. We're going to be right back with the boys basketball game. Logan and Holmen. If you're not going to be sticking around, we greatly appreciate you joining us tonight here on KQEG TV and KQEGTV.com.
You've been watching the KQEG TV High School Game of the Week. Tonight's doubleheader features the Logan Rangers and the Holmen Vikings, boys and girls. Coming up next, the boys play. Stand by. That's next on the KQEG TV High School Game of the Week. Now, the second part of our basketball doubleheader, the Logan Rangers and the Holmen Vikings, the boys. Tonight's game is brought to you by our sponsors, like Schneider Heating and Air Conditioning. Your comfort is their business on Southwest 2nd Avenue in Onalaska. Schumacher Kish Cremation and Funeral Services in La Crosse, La Crescent, and Onalaska. Boyer's Furniture, quality furniture at affordable prices on South Avenue, La Crosse. Pizza Corral, round up the family and head for Pizza Corral in Holmen. Citizen State Bank, a banking experience like no other, with locations in La Crosse and Onalaska. Premier Spine Health and Injury, get back in the game with Premier Spine Health and Injury in Holmen. Interior Design, don't miss their big sale going on now through the end of the month on flooring and cabinetry for your home or office. Interior Design in Holmen. And Luke's Auto Repair on Mason Street in Onalaska. Now let's go back courtside with KQEG's Dan Diker and Terry Erickson.
Welcome to tonight's high school boys basketball game here at the Holmen Viking Gymnasium. I'm Dan Diker along with Terry Erickson. It's the Holmen Vikings coming in with a record of 5-14 overall, 3-6, which is good for fourth in the NBC. And Terry Erickson, they're going to be taking on a Logan Ranger team that comes in 4-14, 2-7 here in the MVC, fifth place in the MVC. And one surprising thing that jumps out to me right off the bat with the Logan Rangers, we were talking as we were doing the girls game earlier on how both of these teams have kind of gone south this year. Logan is led by three players in double figures. Jackson Hamilton with 20.4, Ja'Kai Finches with 17.6, Floyd Thomas 12.9. Is that where it ends?
It ends because it ends in the fact that they don't rebound based on their size, and it ends because they lost 6 in a row before they beat Mauston on Tuesday or Thursday of last week. So the complete package is far from over.
Of course, Logan again averaging 45.1 points a game for the Holmen Vikings, that is. Averaging 50.3, led by Cameron Weber, 11.6 a game. Ben Olsen, 10.8. Olsen also a monster on the board, 7.9. Cameron Weber leads assists per game at 2.2. What is it going to take in this game here, Terry? Because you're looking at the bottom of the NBC. You've got some pretty stout keys to the game.
Well, first of all, they're both desperate to try to be consistent and respectable. I mean, both of them have been highly disappointed. I talked to both coaches. Steve Blank, who played for me and coached for me and played at River Falls, played at Logan, is in his 20th year, and he is really disappointed because they've just been a picture of inconsistency. So, you know, they came off a loss to Aquinas, or a win over Aquinas, which they played marginal and not as good as what that they should. So they're trying to put it all together as they end their season. Highly disappointed, although the players, the effort is there, the efficiency and the execution is not.
Again, both teams are in the bottom of the pile here. You know what's going to be really strange is the WIA seating meeting comes on Sunday, and we'll find out where the boys are going to be in the postseason. I'm looking at like 10 and 11 seeds for both of these teams. When was the last time we could sit there and have that kind of a conversation where both these teams are going to be looking at 10 and 11 seeds in the first round?
And they're both going to be on the road, of course, too.
Yeah.
So that will be a challenge for them. They'll be playing a high seed. I look at keys to this game, though. I think Logan likes to run, sometimes out of control. You need to run with a purpose, and sometimes it's purposeless. So one of the keys for the Vikings is to get back on defense and not allow Logan to get into the running game. For Holmen, too, their shot selection, somewhat questionable. Cameron Weber, who's a great kid, three-sport athlete, did not have a good game against the Blue Goals. He's got the capability to light it up from the outside. If he does that, it'll open up the inside for Ben Olsen and Max Hammond. Both of them played excellent against Aquinas. For Logan, talk a little bit about their turnovers. It's been a mystery, their turnovers. Many of them unforced turnovers. Now, as coaches, we can handle forced turnovers, but just ill-advised passes and so on. You talked about the stats with their scoring. Their scoring, the three-headed monster, those guys have scored well. but their rebounding has not complemented their scoring. Even though they're big physically, Hamilton, Thomas, and Ja'Kai Funches, the rebounding has really hurt them. If they don't rebound and have a presence inside tonight, then it'll be a tough win here at Bernie Ferry Fieldhouse.
The other thing that's really an odd stat, folks, that you would really comprehend this watching this on paper. As a team, Logan averages 45.1 points a game. Their three-headed monster of Hamilton, Funches, and Thomas, they average 49 a game. So who are the other two players on the floor? And they're obviously getting nothing off the bench. And this late in the year, I mean, this has to be a complete game here tonight. And then because I think one of these two teams plays again on Thursday. Let's see, Holmen. Friday night against Aquinas is going to be Logan, but Holmen's off until next Tuesday.
Well, you talk about complementary players. Okay, you coached, I coached. How do you develop complementary players? By getting him involved in the offense, by working guys off the bench. So it's not the players' fault oftentimes that they're not producing as subs or as the 4 and 5 players. That other players have to. Good players make other players better.
Yes,
and that has not been the case with the Rangers.
Rangers are averaging 4 points a player off the bench, and obviously that is substandard and subpar for this time of the year. Again, Logan is 4-14, Holmen 5-14. Terry Erickson, myself, Dan Diker, and our producer Jesse. We're going to be back with tonight's boys basketball game next on KQEG TV, KQEGTV.com.
You know, the thing I'm most proud of when I think about our company is the reputation that we've been able to build in this community. Our technicians have done a great job going out and performing magnificent jobs for the customer. And our customers have rewarded us with some really great reviews online.
We have over 150 5-star reviews online right now. Our technicians do a great job out there, and our reviews show it.
We can say without hesitation, when you choose Schneider Heating and Air Conditioning, you'll be glad you did.
Here's Luke Korish for Luke's Auto Repair in Onalaska.
What sets us apart from all the other repair shops is the way we take care of customers and keep their cars safe on the road.
Luke's Auto Repair, a full-service repair shop, complete with a diesel mechanic with over 25 years experience. And Luke's is fast becoming one of the area's largest tire dealers. Tires by Cooper, BF Goodrich, Michelin, Firestone, General, even Goodyear. Trust Luke's to take care of your car.
There's a lot of places people can take their car and spend their money, so you want to make sure you treat them well so they keep coming back.
Luke's Auto Repair on Mason Street in Onalaska.
Welcome back. Terry Erickson, Dan Dyker getting ready for some boys high school basketball. It's the Holmen Vikings coming in, welcoming in, I should say, the La Crosse Logan Rangers. And again, both teams fighting to stay out at the bottom of the MVC. They still have 2 games left before the postseason. Seeding meeting is coming up on Sunday, and I expect a very low seed for both teams. Terry, is the starting lineup been called?
Yeah, and Devin Moran, Jackson Hamilton, Jack McHugh-Sake, Floyd Thomas, Ja'Kai Funches for the Rangers, and you'll see Julian Erickson, Ryan By, Keenan Haas for Sam Zwiggs Rangers in his first year. For the Vikings, Cameron Weber, the leading scorer, 3-sport athlete, Ryland Wall, Caleb Maddle, and Max Hammond. Look for Max Hammond and Ben Olson to provide a great deal in the paint, and if they do, the Rangers will have a difficult time here at the Bernie Ferry Fieldhouse as we get close to ending the regular season.
Terry and I just got done. If you're just joining us for the first time, I just got done calling the girls basketball game here, where the Holmen Vikings beat the La Crosse Logan Rangers.
Rangers in a man-to-man. Again, Sam Zwig. You remember that name from UWL football, I would think. Great receiver from Watertown, Wisconsin.
Ball stolen away. So Logan, their first crack at it tonight. They've got control of the basketball.
Players to watch, Hamilton. Players to watch. McHugh playing from the outside, likes to shoot those. His grandpa, Dan McHugh, is in the Hall of Fame here and a great player at Holmen High School. Did you know that?
No, I did not. And who just hit that shot there?
That was Jack McHugh-Sake from three-point line.
Okay, so they have him listed as number 15, and he's number 5. Interesting.
Yes, well, we don't always get those change in numbers. Floyd Thomas, good outside shooter too. Right over a number 25, and that's Caleb Maddle. Caleb Maddle cannot guard Floyd Thomas.
Floyd Thomas, a 6'2 senior. Logan jumping out to a quick 6-0 3 on the back of 2 trays.
Floyd Thomas is signing a Division II signing at Upper Iowa.
Cameron Weber, follow-away jumper from 15 is good, 6'2". Logan leads early in this one.
You said Cameron Weber leading the Vikings with 11 points a game, 43% from the three-point line.
A lot of contact right there as
I think both players, though, were vertical. I'd have let that go, too.
Jackson Hamilton, yeah, that was a nice job on the 6'7 senior. Got the double team as he leaned in. Over the top, pass caught by Ja'Kai Funches. Now, they told us he was going to be number 1. He is wearing number 35. 3 ball in and out, no good. So
Rangers making 2 out of 3, but you see that nobody crashes the boards, and I've talked about that a lot during our broadcast, and that has been a trouble spot for the Rangers.
That one and done mentality. 6-2, Logan up, 15:50 to go. Our second game of the doubleheader broadcast. Nice backdoor cut, nice shot by Caleb Maddle.
And Ryland Wall with just an extraordinary pass. Having his head up, good vision, good cut away from the ball.
3 ball is up and good. Knocked down by Ja'Kai Funches, 6'3 senior. He's the team's leading scorer.
Ja'Kai Funches, I've seen him get 34 points a week ago in a non-conference loss to River Falls.
So some good scoring right off the bat. Logan relying on that 3 ball. Holmen only a couple of chances at taking shots here so far early on in this one. Long 3 from the right side, bangs off the rim. Oh, man, how did Weber get that to fall back in?
How'd you like that bounce here at home?
Cow. Very really, you see the ball bounce backwards in.
Logan have taken all 3-point shots here so far. First one they've taken for Hamilton. I'm nominating him for the WBCA All-Star Games held at the Just a Game Fieldhouse in the Dells this summer. Hopefully he'll he'll get considered for that award.
One of the things I like about Hamilton is he's 6'7". He realizes he has long arms. Did you see him extend himself from the low box into the lane that time just by extending his arms?
Ja'Kai Funches, Ben Olsen trying to go through the Logan, and he's in control.
What a nice step through Funches had. He's got 5.
Boy, I talked to Wayne Wagner at Viterbo yesterday, and he said, I might take a look at Ja'Kai Funches. I said, I think you should.
Almost went for another steal as well against Ryland Wall. 13-7. Both teams put up some points in the early going, and up and under, in and out, no good for Ben Olsen.
Challenged by Jack McHugh-Sake. I know his grandpa watches these broadcasts too, by the way, from Florida, watching his grandson play. Scott Kepnick, one of the officials in this game here tonight.
From West Salem.
Yeah, Eric Pryor.
Logan ball under their own basket, 13:49 to go. They're up 13-7. Funches, left side, top of the key now to Hamilton. Hamilton tried to get a step through, was stopped in the lane by Hammond. Long 3, in and out, no good. Funches had a great look. Hey, how are you going to know if you're going to hit it unless you give it a shot?
You know what, though? Following your shot is a lost art.
It is.
With so many teams, isn't it?
Being a big man my entire life, it's really disappointing to see that over and over and over.
Yeah, you see it. Then when you see somebody foul their shot and go up and score, you take that clip and show young people the right way to play the game.
Max Hammond hit that deuce. He's got 9. Ball is stolen away by Holmen off the outstretched fingertips of Ben Olsen. It's going to go back to Logan. Our first substitution on the night is going to see Landon Peterson, the senior, come in for Olsen. Olsen's timing with the rest of his team is just kind of off so far, Terry.
Yeah. Well, Olsen is playing at Platteville next year. You see the turnover by Devin Moran. It's like you turn the ball over, get up and sprint to the other end. Yeah. That's all. Come on. It's not hard to figure out.
The game just started. Logan also has a substitution. Floyd Thomas is in now, 6'2" senior.
Floyd Thomas starts, and off the bench, Keenan Haas, Julian Erickson, our grandson, who's played a lot, contributed not a lot of points, but in a floor game. And Ryan Bai, who's a good outside shooter.
13-9, Logan on top. Shot up and no good by Thomas. Big man rebound pulled down by Hammond. And here comes Holmen trying to close that 13-9 gap. Logan has led the entire way so far. Caleb Mattel, top of the key. He'll dish it off in the corner to Cameron Weber. Down low to the big man, and it's Funches or Hamilton with a big block.
Blocking shots is all timing, as you well know. Great timing by the senior Jackson Hamilton.
You know, one thing that Holmen is not doing that you said in the pregame, as the 3 ball is up no good, they're not getting back on D. Look at how Logan's in this transition in the early going.
Exactly. Well, that's their game. That's their identity.
Look at it. How does nobody rebound that basketball? It was like everyone cleared out the lane on purpose.
And you know what? And if you take that clip and you show it to your team in a squad meeting, it's a teaching moment right there.
That just, Devin Moran gets that foul. That just burns my behind. It looked like everybody cleared out of the lane for it to hit the floor. My goodness.
Yeah. But you coached, you played. There's no excuse for that, though.
There's none. Ryland Wall converts all 3, his first 3 of the night.
And you call it to the attention of your players. I mean, you don't let it go, period.
Wow. Logan with the timeout. We're going to take a quick break. 12:02 to play in the first half. Logan up 13-12. We're right back here on KQEG TV.
You know Boyer's Furniture. We've been in business over 100 years selling quality furniture at budget prices. But who's choosing the furniture we're selling?
We picked out sofas, and more sofas. We picked out love seats, and more love seats.
We picked out recliners,
and more recliners. Dining room furniture.
Bedroom furniture.
With buyers like these and USA brands like Ashley, Marshfield, and Best, you can't do better than Boyer Furniture.
We're starting the new year with our biggest sale of the year at Interior Designs Holmen. All our carpets are on sale, so you'll save money and get more for free. Free measuring and estimating at your home. Free furniture moving, even that heavy couch and king-size bed. Free removal of your old carpet and padding, and we'll recycle it. Free life of carpet labor warranty for as long as you own the carpet. All at the lowest prices of the year and 12 months no interest financing. Save money and get more for free during the biggest carpet sale of the year going on now at Interior Designs Holmen.
And Dan Dyker, KQEG TV, KQEGTV.com. Logan leading 13-12 over Holmen, who is on a 4-0 run. And Logan just to calm things down, quiet things down, get their guys back in shape, get the head set as we're under 12 here in the first half.
Same 5 in the game for the Rangers.
Logan has controlled the tempo pretty much through the game so far. Step back 3 is up and off the mark by Floyd Thomas.
Logan runs a 5-out with no post player at all, and as a result, they get killed on the boards every game.
A lot of these forced cross-court passes, which I don't really like. That one's going to be taken away. Thomas got stripped by a wall. Somebody called the cops. He just took his pockets away from him.
And a good no call, too. That was good officiating.
Yeah, that was outstanding. Holmen trying to get their first lead on the night, trailing 13-12, just about 11 to go here in the first half. 3 ball is up, in and out, no good by Ryland Wall. Rebounded by Logan. Here come the Rangers in transition once again.
Ooh, that's an offensive foul.
Yeah, it was. Thomas lowered that shoulder, extended his arm. They didn't call it, but the 3 ball they will call, and that's going to go to Devin Moran, his first points of the night.
That was an obvious offensive foul, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. You could see him extend the arm as he took that last step. 15-12 Logan, the big man, Olsen, in the post trying to set his man up. It's going to be blocked out of bounds. He was looking for the call. Olsen can't worry about that.
Exactly.
Play your own game.
Good verticality. Good no call is what it was.
Don't worry about the foul. Just keep playing. 3 ball is up, no good by Carter Paulson, the sophomore.
You got to blend your outside shooting with your inside game.
Ben Olsen, left side. Again, great crowd in here tonight. They're on their hands so far. 3 ball is off the mark by Caleb Maddle, who has a deuce.
Logan on the run.
And was that a cheap foul? Yeah. Cheap foul picked up by Landon Peterson.
A little bump. Let the bumps go. He's a big boy, high school varsity. Bump doesn't disrupt your speed, your balance, your rhythm.
Kayla Hemker and Max Hammond back in now for Holmen. Logan is up 16-12, 10 minutes to go first half.
Rangers first time off the bench, Julian Erickson, number 10.
Up. There's Julian. He came in, he was facing me sideways, and I couldn't see his number. What a big block that was that time by Max Hammond over Jackson Hamilton.
I think Max Hammond's got a bright future, only a junior. I would pick him as one of the key players for next season. In the MVC.
That's an accomplishment when you can block a shot off of Hamilton 6'7", who's extending his arm, making him about 9 foot. Thomas trying to go coast to coast, backdoor
nice
pass in. Beautiful to Jackson Hamilton.
Beautiful pass, Thomas to Jackson Hamilton.
6 for Thomas. It's 18-12. Logan on top, trying to extend that 6-point lead. Logan twice now has really had a nice flow to the ball game. Their tempo has really picked up. Holmen still trying to find their identity. 3 ball off the mark. Ben Olsen with the rebound. Backdoor cut is up and good. First points for Olsen.
The garbage basket by Olsen. Again, I just am high on Olsen. Hammond, I think if they get in gear inside, they're going to make it tough for the Rangers.
18-14. Outside is Funches, top of the key. He'll give it off to Thomas on the right side. Thomas dribble drive. He lost it, but luckily Funches was right behind him to recoup.
Logan basically a dribble penetration, one-on-one kind of a team.
Ooh, off the spin move, Ryland Wall. That's the second pickpocket. Next one's going to be called a felony.
Don't dribble in traffic.
No, and if you
that's the key.
Don't drop your head.
Oh.
Hamilton's going to get called with a foul that time.
I would go with a jump ball on that.
And, yep, Hamilton's going to get his first foul. That'll be team foul number 2 against Logan. At the free throw line will be Cole Hemker, the senior who is yet to score tonight.
Sam Zwigalo talking to the official. He's got a good point.
Hemker's free throw is good. Checking in now for home, another big man. Number 4, Cole Callender. That junior is...
Yeah, he played a lot against Aquinas, and boy, I saw some potential in that kid. Didn't score a lot, but you could see he's a project.
Send him in the weight room for an entire summer and see what he can come back with.
In a big man camp, too.
Oh, man. Hemker now with 2 points. He hits both free throws. Logan up 18-16. They can't get that lead past 6 yet. Thought about the 3 was McHugh's sake. Funches dribbles out, top of the key. He'll take on the big man Olsen. A lot of one dribble and passes for Logan. That one's off the mark. Funches the rebound over Olsen.
Good no call again.
You're not ever going to make a flat-footed shot over a guy that's 6'5".
But if you got a guy like Jack McHugh's number 5, put the camera on him. You know, he's a good three-point shooter, but you got to blend that in with some inside game also.
Yeah.
He's got to be a presence in the paint.
Another towering 3 is going to be off the mark by Funches. And a big rebound brought down by Callender. Holmen trying to either tie or take their first lead of the game. 7:20 to go, first half. Off the dribble drive, left-handed stop and pop, no good, Mattel. Olsen, big man calling for it was Hammond. Not going to happen. See, went after the rebound that time, and Holmen brings it in, dishes it off. Mattel the 3-ball.
Yeah, I think Mattel is just underappreciated, scoring 5 points a game. The senior 3 all-conference football player, all-conference baseball player. Just not really had the season that he envisioned.
He's got his 5 points already in this one, and it's a Viking 19-18 lead. First lead for the Vikings tonight. 6.5 to go in this one. Thomas thought about the 3. He's rather going to get in the lane. He'll dish it off to Funches. Funches' baseline floater may have been blocked partially by Olsen, by Callender.
I don't think it was a foul either. I think that was good defense.
Callender one step, left hand, up, no good. Logan with the rebound.
He got away with the travel, too.
And they're going to say that Funches stepped out of bounds.
Like travel first, and then he went out of bounds.
So checking back in now for Logan is going to be Jackson Hamilton. Also in for the first time tonight is Keenan Haas, a 6'3 sophomore for Logan.
I wouldn't keep, Hamilton was out for a minute or so. I don't think I'd take him out at all unless he had foul trouble.
Exactly, and he only has 1. That floater in and out, no good for Weber. Hamilton with a rebound. He's going to take on Nelson one-on-one. He's going to float that up into an air ball. Ill-advised shot. Here comes Hemker.
Out of control shot.
Hemker's going to step back for 3. Nailed it.
Hemker has been in and out of the starting lineup and as a senior, and he produces there off the bench.
Hemker hits the 3. They lead 22-18. Holmen's going to call a 30-second timeout quickly, and that'll give me an opportunity to tell you about some of our fantastic advertising partners of high school basketball. How about Schumacher Kish Funeral Homes? They've been serving the La Crosse area for over 50 years. Traditional services or prearranged funeral plans. It's comforting to know they'll be there when you need them. Schumacher Kish in La Crosse, La Crescent, and on Alaska. 5:47 to go here in the first half, and Holmen starting to get a heartbeat, Terry, up 22-18.
Yeah, they typically all season long, it's been a mystery how they've started so slow, and then they seem to ignite. And the Rangers calling 2 timeouts here in the first half, trying to slow down the momentum of the Vikings under Steve Blank.
In for Logan Rangers now is Julian Erickson, 6'1 senior. Erickson, top of the key, looking for somewhere to go. He'll dish it off to Hamilton. Little game of catch now.
No cuts, nobody cutting through, nobody moving, nobody. You got to keep moving so the defense never knows where you are.
And especially come off of a timeout. There's an air ball three put up by Haas. Putback is good by Hamilton. He'll go to the free throw line. He was fouled.
The shot fake is what did it.
6 points for Jackson Hamilton. First foul against Ryan Wall. And that'll be the fourth team foul against Holmen. Logan with 3 as Funches checks back in now for the Rangers.
Jack McHugh-Sake back in also, number 5.
Hamilton's free throw is good. He's got 7. And it's a 22-21 Holmen lead. Off the dribble drive.
Two-man game.
Back down low. Callender just couldn't get that one to fall.
Shot that Callender should have made.
That wild shot put up by Funches. You knew that wasn't going to go in, but the opportunity to get a foul was there as Nelson had both hands in the air. Though the foul is going to go against Callender. Wrong place at the wrong time. Funches at the free throw line for the first time tonight. Terry, he's got 5. First free throw is up and good. Funches with 6. Back in for Holmen. Evan Trionic, first time that senior's going to see some play time. Also back in is Max Hammond.
Trionic has had a good season shooting the ball from the three-point line and has increased his quality minutes throughout the year.
Funches makes a pair from the charity stripe. He now has 4 and 7. And Logan leading again 23-22. You know one thing I like about watching two teams at their bottom of the pile? Games like this, because you can really see who can do what.
And no matter if they're at the bottom of the pile or not, you're looking at players with that make efforts. That's what I look for. The above and beyond the scoreboard. Nice move by Ben Olsen.
Ben Olsen, yeah, he's got 4.
Ooh, Jack gets away with a little bit of a travel of Jackson Hamilton just before he makes his move.
Hamilton and Moran. Hamilton opposite side baseline gets blocked. Gets his own rebound, and he's going to be fouled. Looked like Max Hammond may have got a hand in there.
Thought that was good verticality too.
Yep, Hammond's going to pick up foul number 1 for Holmen. That's team foul number 6. The other thing I liked about Hamilton, he didn't give up. He went after both of his own offensive rebounds.
Just like his dad used to do with the Catbirds.
Hamilton makes his first free throw. He's 2 for 3 tonight. He's got 8. And we have a tie ball game, 24 apiece. Second one is away, and that one is good as well. 9 for Hamilton, and Logan with a 1-point lead.
Ryland Wall back in.
Little full court pressure now. Different look for the Logan Rangers. Inbound goes to Cameron Weber. Weber's going to be opposed by Moran. Weber across the timeline to Wall. Wall to Maddle. Tronic tries to find some place to go. Maddle dribble drive underneath the free throw line. That was a good looking shot.
It was. He just a little shot fake and relocation and a mid-range jump shot.
Maddle has 7. 26-25, Holmen up by 1. Long 3, no good for Moran from the right side.
Ball came right back to him if he'd have followed his shot.
Yep. Olsen's strong drive off the backboard. No iron, out of bounds, no good.
Floyd Thomas back in, and Keenan Haas, who played a couple of minutes, back out.
16 fouls against Holmen, only 3 against Logan. So Ja'Kai Funches finds Moran. Again, good ball rotation. McHugh-Sake's back in the game. But not a lot of cutting like we saw just a minute ago. What a bad pass that was, right into Wall's hands. Wall's going to back it out to Olsen.
I like watching teams like Virginia. They don't make passes like that.
No.
I like watching teams that just take better care of the ball.
Long three left side off the mark by Troyanek.
Sun Prairie, they don't make mistakes. Kalkana, very few mistakes.
Foul on the floor. If you look at, before I moved out here, I was doing play-by-play, and I was coaching in Two Rivers and Mishicot, doing play-by-play for Two Rivers and Manitowoc. And Ron Colley was right across the street from the radio station. Ron Colley, you did not make mistakes. Look at how many times they went to state.
Oh, of course. That's coaching. That's expectations you set at your very first practice.
Foul against Troyanek. The free throw was missed.
Drills you run in practice.
26-25, 2:40 to go in the first half. That was actually the first time I'd ever heard of Aquinas. It was when Ron Colley had matched up against Aquinas. We're like 2004, 2005, right in that area.
Rick Schneider's days?
Yeah.
He ought to be in the Basketball Coaches Hall of Fame at some point.
16-footer off the mark. The putback fails by Olsen. Up ahead to Thomas. Thomas' finger roll is good. He's got four.
Well, there's the transition game that Steve Blank talked to me about. Need to stop the Ranger momentum.
Logan up 27-26, under 2 minutes to go in the first half. Olsen baseline gets a nice bounce pass underneath the wall. He couldn't get it to fall. Here comes Logan again. Got a minute and some change as Hamilton showing off his dribbling skills. Three ball from the left side, no good by Funches. He's 0 for 4 out there after hitting that first one. Wow, Olsen, big block on Hamilton.
Excellent block by Ben Olsen.
That's what I like seeing, two big men going after each other like
and
that.
I like verticality as a player and respecting it as an official.
On the drive, Troyanek, his floater is no good. Scrum for the rebound, falls into the hands of Moran. Logan protecting a 1-point lead, 27-26. Thomas threw that out of bounds.
That's the kind of stuff, I mean, why would you even, you just don't allow that. I mean, come on, you just don't do that. You don't,
a no-look pass is pretty, but you got to know at least who's in range, who is around you.
It's just not, you're a varsity player, everybody makes mistakes, I get it, but come on.
Under a minute to play with the basketball, Cameron Weber. He's got 2 points on the night. Into the corner of Troyanek. He has been held scoreless. Thought about the three, but gave it up to Olsen. Troyanek will launch a three. That's an air ball.
Partially deflected.
And let's see if Logan, are they content for the last shot, or are they just going to play aggressive as they have so far? Under 30 seconds to go. Logan is up by 1. 27-26, Funches top of the key. Being guarded by Troyanek.
Set some screens, guys. Move to get open.
They have really been, ever since that timeout that Holmen took, there's a lot of standing around going on. And that's why they only have 3 players in double figures. No one else is helping at all. Too much dribbling by Funches off the back of his leg. It's going to go to Hamilton. Hamilton has nothing going on. And I'll tell you what, Logan just wasted 37 seconds right there to go into halftime, 27-26.
Wasted is right. Completely wasted trip.
Well, we're going to be back with our halftime statistics, and Terry will get you set up for what to expect here in the second half. That's coming up next on KQEG TV, KQEGTV.com.
The thing I'm most proud of when I think about our company is the reputation that we've been able to build in this community. Our technicians have done a great job going out and performing magnificent jobs for the customer. And our customers have rewarded us with some really great reviews online.
We have over 150 5-star reviews online right now. Our technicians do a great job out there, and our reviews show it.
We can say without hesitation, when you choose Schneider Heating and Air Conditioning, you'll be glad you did.
Premier Spine Health and Injury in Holmen has opened a new state-of-the-art chiropractic facility in Holmen. They offer a specialized exam and specific plan to deal with your pain.
Whiplash, concussions, TMJ, carpal tunnel, even headaches and migraines. We work to relieve the pain caused by these symptoms so that you can get back to doing the things that you love.
Set up an appointment today. Your first visit is only $39 and it's donated to the charity of your choice. Call or stop by Holmen's Premier Chiropractic Office, Premier Spine Health and Injury at 814 Main Street in Holmen.
At Boyers, we have a great selection of furniture.
At great prices.
And great personality.
We'll be the judges of that.
Love seats, great.
Prices, great.
Personality, so-so. Sofas, great. Prices, great. Personality, so-so.
Recliners, great.
Prices, great. Personalities, and...
But I'm your grandpa. Can't you give me a break?
All judges' decisions are final at Boyers Furniture.
Please?
We're starting the new year with our biggest sale of the year at Interior Designs Holmen. All our carpets are on sale, so you'll save money and get more for free. Free measuring and estimating at your home. Free furniture moving, even that heavy couch and king-size bed. Free removal of your old carpet and padding, and we'll recycle it. Free life of carpet labor warranty for as long as you own the carpet. All at the lowest prices of the year and 12 months no interest financing. Save money and get more for free during the biggest carpet sale of the year going on now at Interior Designs Holmen.
Welcome back. It's halftime here at the home of the Holmen Vikings. Terry Erickson, Dan Dyker along with you, getting ready to tip off the second half. It's been a back-and-forth contest. Largest lead by either team has been 6 for Lacrosse Logan. But Terry Erickson been pretty much nip and tuck since then. Logan into the halftime with a slim 27-26 lead.
Let's go into the locker rooms. By the way, the last time these two teams played, same thing. And then Logan ended up winning at the end. Let's go in the locker room. If you're Logan, you're saying the one thing that will determine the outcome of this game, one word, forget all the other words on the blackboard, rebounding.
Yeah.
That's what it will be. Look, use your size. When your teammate shoots, your teammate expects to score. You expect the miss. There's a huge distinction between the two. Your teammate shoots, crash the boards with authority, determination, vengeance, and purpose. If you're in Holmen's locker room, you're saying, guys, I like what we're doing. We got to get back on defense a little bit better. I like what we're doing in terms of running our offense and setting screens, which, by the way, is designed for better shot selection than the Rangers 5 out. But it's going to take a complete effort. And you know what? I would point to Max Hammond. I would point to Ben Olsen. I would say you guys need to dominate inside. You get the ball inside, you either use a shot fake or go up and draw the foul. Then I would point to Cameron Weber. I said, you're my captain, you're a senior, you're a 3-year starter. You got to score. You got to do a better job. If your three-point shot is not there, use your dribble to relocate. We got to get a mixture of you on the outside and Hammond and Olsen on the inside.
Other thing I'm looking at, if I'm the Logan coach, hey guys, stop standing around on offense. We are blowing opportunity after opportunity because everybody else is relying on our top 3 scorers. Well, if one of them all of a sudden starts not scoring, nobody out there looks like they even want to go out and pick up the pace. You got to walk through screens, you got to make yourself available, and you got to show your hands. It just about to have the second period going to get underway here in a minute. Got to take a quick break. 27-26. Terry and I will be back after this on KQEG TV.
It's halftime on the KQEG TV High School Game of the Week. Tonight's game features the Logan Rangers and the Holmen Vikings. We'll return with the second half of tonight's game after these messages. Premier Spine Health and Injury in Holmen has opened a new state-of-the-art chiropractic facility in Holmen. They offer a specialized exam and specific plan to deal with your pain.
Whiplash, concussions, TMJ, carpal tunnel, even headaches and migraines. We work to relieve the pain caused by these symptoms so that you can get back to doing the things that you love.
Set up an appointment today. Your first visit is only $39 and it's donated to the charity of your choice. Call or stop by Holmen's Premier Chiropractic Office, Premier Spine Health and Injury at 814 Main Street in Holmen.
You know, the thing I'm most proud of when I think about our company is the reputation that we've been able to build in this community. Our technicians have done a great job going out and performing magnificent jobs for the customer. And our customers have rewarded us with some really great reviews online.
We have over 150 5-star reviews online right now. Our technicians do a great job out there, and our reviews show it.
We can say without hesitation, when you choose Schneider Heating and Air Conditioning, you'll be glad you did.
Welcome back, Terry Erickson, Dan Dyker, KQEG TV, KQEGTV.com, just getting ready to kick off the second half. Logan Rangers leading 27-26 over the Holmen Vikings.
Pick up on one thing you said about moving without the ball. Okay, good players are unpredictable in what they do. Bob Knight made the most terrific comment I have ever heard, and I've never forgot this, and it was this. Play offense like you don't like offense played when you're on defense. In other words, you like to play against guys that stand still and don't move, don't set screens, don't back cut, just kind of are frozen. You like that because it makes it easy. So when you go back on offense, you're not tired.
Right.
Well, that's what a stagnant offense does. It helps the defense.
That's exactly what we've seen here in the first half. And I tell you what, if either team wants to really extend a lead here, it's all going to happen in the first 2 minutes of the second half. And Terry and I are elevated during the broadcast so we can see a lot more of what could be changed than anything else. And right now, I really don't see Logan doing too much. I still see some standing around. Three ball in the corner is going to be the first shot of the second half. No good.
Blend your inside game with your outside game.
Well, Logan just right there just came out with no oomph. Look how they started the game. A couple of threes right off the bat. The transition was quick.
Oh, nice move by Ben Olsen.
That's a big man move right there, Ben Olsen.
I like the fake. He collected himself. He got the defense up in the air. He found a little crease, and as a result, he goes to the free throw line.
McCusick will draw the foul, first team foul. Olsen a little bit weak on the free throw. That's his first attempt. He's got 4 points. And over from the free throw line. Logan leading 27-26, just underway here, second half. Second free throw is away, and it doesn't fall either. Hamilton with a big rebound. Here comes that transition we saw to start the game for Logan.
Good block again.
And that's something you don't like to see. Max Hammond blocked that shot flat-footed, which means that Hamilton needs to get off his duff and get a little bit higher.
I just think he needs to be a little bit more in control.
Yeah.
I just like everything he does, except I think that is something he needs to work on.
Three ball, top of the key, Wall, in and out, no good. Another big rebound by Hamilton that time.
I like
He'll
the
get it
efforts.
up ahead of Funches. Funches nowhere to go. Hemker underneath to Hamilton. His shot is up.
And he forced it up over two big guys. And right away his dad reacts to this on the other side. He's like, that's what I taught you to do.
Hamilton with 11. Highest scoring on either team right now. Hammond, right hand, a little bit too strong. That one's not going to fall into the hands of Funches. Funches kind of leaned in right there, tried to draw contact off Olsen. Didn't work. Hamilton's three didn't work. Olsen with a rebound.
Who went to the boards?
Nobody.
Any red jerseys in the paint?
Nope, just stood around. Now, interesting, Holmen's going to call a quick 30-second timeout, so we're going to send it back to Jesse. 16:03 to go. 29-26 Logan, and we're coming right back on KQEG TV.
I often hear from people that a bank is just a bank. Well, I encourage you to talk to our customers, our employees, or check out our reviews to find out why you can't live without Citizen State Bank. I also encourage you to stop in one of our offices, since the difference will be felt within seconds, and is why we are known to have one of the best cultures in the industry. So what are you waiting for? Why don't you stop in to check out what all the buzz is about? I guarantee you won't be disappointed.
KQEG TV, KQEGTV.com, high school boys basketball. I'm Dan Dyker. He's Terry Erickson coming off that Holmen 30-second timeout. It is 29-26 Logan. What is it do you think that Holmen saw right there, Terry, that they had to spend a timeout and then come off on a turnover?
I think just rebounding, getting back on defense, like just happened right there with Caleb Mantle, picking off an errant Ranger pass.
Rylan Wall, he has 3 points with the basketball, had nowhere to go, being double-teamed.
Good defense by the Rangers.
Nice three-ball look, and good for Caleb Mantle.
Know his mom and dad real well. Logan graduates, and they're awful proud of that boy, Caleb, the senior three-sport athlete.
He's got 10 points, so he's making his money work for him here tonight.
He's having his best game of the season here tonight.
Forcing it down low to Floyd Thomas. He'll pop off a shot in traffic, nowhere to go. Hamilton, big rebound, put back nowhere, and it will remain Holmen ball now.
Hamilton has been the hardest working rebounder for the Rangers.
Yeah. But there's 4 other players out there that
have similar size, by the way,
but are not rebounding at all. Olsen catches the deflected pass. Now we're going to go around the horn.
Oh, nice
dribble drive.
Oh.
Mantle, it's going to be blocked backwards into the hands of Olsen. Good.
That's why you stay with your shot.
Ben Olsen has 6, and Terry Holman's got the lead back 31-29.
Like Dick Vitale says, the game is a series of spurts. Oh, nice move.
What a nice up and under that time by Jackson Hamilton.
And he used his left hand to scoop it in.
13 for Hamilton, and we are back to a tie ball game, 31 apiece.
The Ranger defense has really shut down Cameron Weber.
3 ball by Connolly, no good. Yeah, it's been quite a while since we've seen Weber's name. Weber had 5 in the first half, and that was it.
He's not getting enough shots off.
Ooh, Hamilton is hurt. He got busted in the face down low. Had to step out of bounds, and see if they replace him here. He's going to try to shake it off, but look at his left eye. His whole side of his face is just red.
Check him out. If he's not injured, get him back in the game immediately.
McHugh-Sake is going to pick up a foul. It'll be team foul number 4 for Holmen, 3 against Logan.
I've talked to Jack McHugh-Sake as if I'm a coach. I tell him, you're averaging like 7 points a game. You could average 17 if you got some putbacks.
Yeah, no kidding.
I love the kid, but ooh.
Julian Erickson. See, now Ben Olsen just made a huge mistake.
He did.
And I used to tell my bigs this when I coached. If you are a big guy, do never, ever bring that ball down to your waist. Why? Because your defender, you just gave him a Christmas present.
Exactly.
Keep it above your head.
Or pick up your dribble in a spot like that.
Whoa. He got lucky that they retained possession of the ball there. Poked away from behind by Thomas.
Boy, Thomas
recouped by Metal.
Done a nice job on Cameron Weber.
His defense in the perimeter has been outstanding here so far. Baseline drive by Hemker is no good as it was blocked from behind by Thomas.
Julian Erickson on that block too.
Olsen thought about the 3, dribble drive, spin, right-hander up, no good. Big rebound by Thomas.
It was, but Ben Olsen did not use the glass.
3-ball right side, up and good. That one's going to be knocked down by Jack McHugh-Sake. That's his 6th point of the night, powered by 2 threes. Quick score across the way. Onalaska leads Central Terry Erickson 29-27. And I just missed who hit that shot.
Cale Hemker from 3.
Hemker, he has a pair of threes now tonight. He's got 8. So a low-scoring contest. Onalaska up by 2, and you got to figure they've got about maybe the same time as we do in this game.
Well, Holmen's strategy is certainly a low-scoring game.
Hemker just got away with a huge knockdown block right there. Thomas just gets away, getting double blocked, leaving Funches open for a 3. No good. Good no call on the over the back by McHugh-Sake.
It was. We don't keep rebounding charts, but I'd be curious as to how many offensive rebounds by the Rangers.
Yeah.
I mean, they've had some quality defensive,
yeah, but I think maybe one on the. Well, I think Hamilton got his own rebound twice. I think that might be the extent of it. Hammond back in for Holmen, and Hamilton back in for Logan. 34-34, under 12 to play in this one. It's been a good contest if you like defense. Haven't seen a lot of turnovers. Big 3, top of the key, counted for Cameron Weber.
That's why he's the leading three-point shooter for the Vikings at 40%.
8 points for Weber, 6 threes for Holmen in the contest. 4 for Logan. Hamilton's going to go to the free throw line as he was hit from behind. So Max Hammond is going to pick up foul number 3. We haven't said his name much. He scored 2 in the early going, and that was about it as Hamilton misses the free throw.
Didn't get any arc on that shot either.
Surprised they're going to leave Max Hammond in with 3 fouls. Second free throw is buried by Jackson Hamilton. Hamilton with 14 and 1 foul. Logan trailing 37-35. Big move in the lane, just couldn't get it to fall his calendar. Hamilton triple team. That one's going to be blocked from behind, picked up off the floor by Weber. Here comes Holmen. He says, hey, if you don't want to guard me, I'm going to pop the 3 just off the mark, and a big rebound by Hemker. Why did Logan give up on that?
I don't know. It's strange.
3 right side splashes home by Caleb Mattel. That's his 3rd of the game.
He's on the way to being my player of the game, and Rangers need a timeout.
He's got 13, and here's the biggest lead of the game. Holmen up by 5, 40-35. Just amazed that Logan Erickson gave up on that loose ball, which ultimately led to a 3. That 3 ball is off the mark. Weber's on the run underneath. Shot fake.
Nice
pass. And a foul to boot. Calendar's first points of the game, a double head fake, Terry, and then he was fouled.
Rangers say, we need a timeout, and I would think Sam Zwig would do that. Floyd Thomas out, Keenan Haas in, Hamilton out, and Zakai Funches back in.
Thomas' second foul. That's team foul number 3 against Logan. Calendar trying to get the trifecta from the free throw line, and it gets 3 now for Calendar. And a timeout called by Logan. They are down 43 to 35. Do want to let you know that Citizen State Bank is around. It's a time to dump your bank, folks. Make the switch to Citizen State Bank and discover why they're considered one of the top banks in the nation and have one of the best cultures in the industry. Citizen State Bank, an experience like no other, locations in Onalaska and La Crosse. We're coming back right after this. KQEG TV. All right, so 2 more readers.
At Boyers, we have a great selection of furniture.
At great prices.
And great personality.
We'll be the judges of that.
Love seats, great.
Prices, great.
Personality, so-so.
Sofas, great.
Prices, great. Personality, so-so.
Recliners, great.
Prices, great. Personalities, and...
But I'm your grandpa. Can't you give me a break?
All judges' decisions are final at Boyers Furniture.
Please?
Premier Spine Health and Injury in Holmen has opened a new state-of-the-art chiropractic facility in Holmen. They offer a specialized exam and specific plan to deal with your pain.
Whiplash, concussions, TMJ, carpal tunnel, even headaches and migraines. We work to relieve the pain caused by these symptoms so that you can get back to doing the things that you love.
Set up an appointment today. Your first visit is only $39 and it's donated to the charity of your choice. Call or stop by Holmen's Premier Chiropractic Office, Premier Spine Health and Injury at 814 Main Street in Holmen.
Welcome back. 10 minutes to go in the second half. Holmen leading Logan 43-35 along with Terry Erickson. I'm Dan Dyker. Nice stop and pop in the lane for Zakai Funches, Terry, and that's what you like to see off a timeout as a score.
Exactly, yeah. Funches off balance a lot of the time. That time kept his balance, and the result was a field goal, a much-needed field goal.
9 points for Zakai Funches, the 6'3 senior. Look at that 3 ball deep in the corner for Hemker. That's Hemker's third 3. He's got 11, and it's a 46-37 lead. The lead is 9 as Thomas and Hamilton will check back in for Logan. Back in now for Holmen with 3 fouls is Max Hammond.
Good time to put him back in with 9:33 left. Calendar some quality minutes. He scored 2, didn't he?
Yeah. He's got 3. He hit the free throw after the foul. 46-37, the lead is 9. Funches with the ball, top of the key, trying to tell his troops, hey, I want you to go here and I want you to go here. Keenan Haas, 6'3 sophomore, is in. Ball stolen away by Hemker. Easy left-handed layup, his first field goal on the night. He's got 4 and the lead is double digits, 48-37. And Hemker comes down at the other end, picks up a foul, looks at the ref like, come on.
Yeah, you got to call that.
Yeah. Well, Funches should have never got his pocket picked in the first place, which led to Hemker's deuce. Top of the key for Logan is Julian Erickson, 6'1 senior. Good pass underneath, but way under the basket. Hamilton's got to know where he's at.
He's too far under.
Way too far. And Holmen knows, don't even try to foul him.
And three white jerseys surrounding him.
Logan going to apply a little full court pressure now. Middle pass goes Ben Olsen. That's usually how it goes. Your big man.
He should emerge.
Yes.
And come and help.
And you put him to the middle of the floor. Hemker with a long 3. Look at that one.
off
Not
Keenan
only
Haas.
did he put it in Haas's face, did you see the look on Haas's face?
Yeah.
Like, wait a minute, what?
Well, try guarding somebody. Get a hand up, bother people.
Hemker with 4 threes. That one, he just stepped back, so that's fine. And now this is going to be out of bounds. You got to get Haas out of there. Haas, since he's been on the floor, Terry, has 2 turnovers and just gave up a whopping 3. And there he goes off the floor, replacing him.
But tell him what he did and maybe give him some encouragement. I mean, come on.
Wow, holy cow. 51-37, this one, and Hemker throws out of bounds. This one's getting away from Logan real quick.
I've seen the enemy, and the enemy is me.
Yeah.
You know that old saying.
You hit that nail right in the head as Rylan Wall checks back in. 16 for Cale Hemker. He has stroked 2 threes back-to-back here in the past 45 seconds. Funch is in the lane. He got slapped hard. He's going to the free throw line.
You can hear that up here.
So. Yeah. It's going to go against Hemker. That'll be his second, team foul number 3. Funch is 2 for 2 from the free throw line tonight. 10 now for Ja'Kai Funches. It's 51-38. 8 minutes to go on this one. And he'll make both. Terry, take it away. I think I may have an Onalaska Central update here.
All right. Well, Logan trying to get back in the game with pressure, and sometimes that backfires on you like right there. It should have been an easy basket. Not handled very well by Max Hammond. Rangers on the attack.
A little bit of a floater that time by Thomas is good.
Well, Thomas
with 6.
Most of his shot attempts have been from the three-point line all season.
Central leads on Alaska 38-32. Got to be late in that contest. We'll try to find out how much time is left there as we'll try to keep some tabs on it for you.
Well, my prediction, without a lot of research, is they'll split and then that will. If you don't close out with high hands, a shooter as good as Weber, that's what happens.
11 for Weber and 3 threes. It's 54-41. Elite is 13.
Again, out of control. Out of control.
And then Funch is not only swears as he lays down, but he looks to the ref and does that. That is no.
Come on. There was no foul. So what are you looking at the referee for?
Olsen in a scrum for a rebound off that 3 miss by Hemker. It will be Holmen basketball under their own hoop. Checking back in for Holmen now will be Cole Callender and Caleb Maddle.
My coach was Dwayne Lucas. Of course, he made his fame as one of the top horse trainers in the world. But you looked at a referee, you didn't hustle, you did anything like that in the game, you were out immediately.
Oh, yeah. I come from the old school. My coach down in Paris, Illinois, was a former Marine drill sergeant, played college ball for Alabama, had a crew cut, wanted all of his players to have crew cuts, and that was the mentality.
You have one now?
Yeah. He was hard, man. He was hardcore. You made even a slight excuse. You were going to go take a seat till you learned what you did. Free throw line for Callender. First one is good.
There's not. Maybe some of that should be brought back again. Come on. I'm not saying
the days of the old school. Remember the 2-1-2 defense?
Well, of course I do.
I used to love that. That was my house. I was the one. I was like, I'm number 1.
Yeah.
Second free throw, good by Callender.
Well, we used to play. We had that UCLA cut. That John Wooden made famous at the elbow. We ran a lot of that, and of course, Bo Ryan did some of that with his swing offense.
Yeah, was he successful on that? That's just something, if you can't do it, don't try it.
Nice move. Drew a foul. But again, my only suggestion, if I had it, with Jackson is just being a little out of control on some of his moves to the basket.
Because you're not going to get fouled every time. That foul against Rylan Wall.
Yeah, but a lot of the times on those moves, he has not gotten a foul.
15 for Jackson Hamilton. Second foul against Rylan Wall. Team foul number 4. Misses the second free throw. Logan trailing 56-42.
There's a little bit of urgency here with the Rangers.
Little armbar thrown up by Rylan Wall that time.
Funches is going to get called for a foul, and luckily he didn't.
Yeah, Wall got slapped in the face there. Look at it. His left side of his face is already red. Top of the key, Cameron Weber. Funches has just not shown up here in the second half. Beginning of the game, he was on fire, running all over the place, and second half he's just kind of slacked off.
Yeah, I've seen that a lot from him. Look
Long.
at
That's a deuce that time. 2-ball by Cameron Weber, his second field goal of the game.
I'm a mid-range shooting guy. I just think that's a lost art. And Cameron Weber displaying a good mid-range shot.
Weber with 13. He's your ball handler right side. Going to go opposite side off the Olsen screen. That one's going to go off the backboard. As he did get kind of hit from behind. Why would you put up a floater that's going to hit the back of the backboard?
You don't see that. Steve Blank says right in front of you. Did you see it?
5.5 to go in this one. 58-42. It's been all Holmen the past 5 minutes. Long
goodness.
Three. Funches launches one. Gets it to hit. Logan will call the timeout. We want to tell you that our broadcast is being brought to you by the Pizza Corral in Holmen. They should be your favorite pizza place. Their old family recipe, pizza sauce, and original or pan crust, locally ground sausage at Pizza Corral does not skimp on toppings. Try their all-you-can-eat noon pizza buffet. Their roasted chicken is the best. Dine it or carry out or they deliver. Make it Pizza Corral in Holmen. For Funches, he hit that three right there. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. He's got 14, and I didn't think he was going to make that. I thought he was just throwing up a prayer.
I ask him, quite often when I see him in school, I say, I see you shoot the ball a lot of times with your heels on the division line. What's going on with that? He says, well, I'm open. It's like, well, of course you're open. The defense is not going to come and pick you up all the time there.
No.
So, I said, it's I admire, the way you play and your effort, but something, Jakai? You and I wouldn't get along very good because I'm not sure you could play for me.
No, I don't know. I coached boys basketball 1 year. That was 1993, and I had 15 Michael Jordans, and I said I would never do it again because everybody thought that's how you play basketball. Well, no, you don't.
Well,
and I'm coming off playing for Bob Donewald and Bob Bender at ISU.
And I know those names.
Did not do that.
I know those names, but good players make other players better.
Yeah.
And that's not the case with, seems like a lot of players nowadays.
Logan with a full court pressure coming off that timeout. 5:16 to go. 58-49. Holmen has been in cruise control over the past 5.5 minutes. Top of the free throw line is Olsen. Looks like Holmen's going to be content to knock some time off the clock here and let Logan do some fouling.
Look at that.
Oh, nice cut. Why didn't Callender just dunk that
when
one?
you expose yourself from the baseline up and you trap, you're going to leave that area open.
Callender should have dunked it. 60-45 is a 15-point lead. That three ball hit by, is that Thomas?
Lloyd Thomas, yeah.
Thomas, that's his first three of the game. He's got 9. 60-48, 4.5 to go on this one. Only 5 Logan players have scored.
I like that two-man game, Maddle to Olsen.
Olsen now with 8, 62-48.
Failure to handle screens. There you go again, a guy out of control. You know what we're told? Every snowflake is different, every play is different. But you know what we're told at the NC2A level? If a guy goes out of control into the lane, like Jakai does so often, not just him, but anybody in particular, and there's a collision, it's an offensive foul.
Cameron Weber picked up that. I'm listening to you, Terry.
In other words, don't bail out off-balance players. You agree with that?
Well, every time.
Absolutely.
Funches made the first free throw. Foul was against Cameron Weber. Our update from Onalaska. Central leading 42-39, 6:45 to go.
Ooh, still anybody's game.
Funches hits both free throws. Funches has 16.
Could come down to a last-second shot at the at Central High School.
You know, that gym's awfully warm right now.
We didn't hear who won the girls' game, huh?
No. 62-50. Law, another long three-pointer. That was hit by, was that Funches or was that Moran?
Jakai Funches.
Funches hits another three.
He didn't do much in the second half. Now he's getting a little hot.
He's got 19, and it's 62-53, under 4 to go. Logan trying to come back on this one.
Oh, nice move.
There's a good step through by Hammond. Didn't fall, though. Big rebound by Hamilton. Here comes Logan again.
Oh,
Funches launches another three. In and out, no good. Olsen the rebound.
Nobody crashing the boards. Holmen timeout.
Holmen calls a timeout. Going to let you know one more time about Luke's Auto Repair. If you've got problems with your car, truck, it's an automatic. Call Luke's Auto Repair on Mason Street in Alaska. Fix it right, and they'll get you back on the road. Luke's offers complete maintenance for your car, from oil changes to brakes, exhaust, even new tires. Make it Luke's Auto Repair on Mason Street in Unalaska. So, yes, we are going to be watching the score. You know, the last three updates we've gotten, Terry, with Onalaska and Central, largest lead Central's been able to contain is 6, and Onalaska's got it down to trailing by 3.
We'll have to watch a replay of that on KQEG. The boys are over there. Rick and Art, is it? At Central High School?
Yes.
Big week, though. We have we're at Aquinas on Thursday. I think Toma at Aquinas. And then Friday it is these Logan Rangers at Aquinas. So I'll be at the DB Reinhardt Activity Center on Thursday and Friday.
Coming off of the Holmen timeout, it's 3:40 to go. Let's reset this one for you. 62-53. Holmen is up by 9. Holmen has 5 team fouls. Logan with only 3, so really nobody team-wise in foul trouble, and no individuals are in any kind of team trouble as well. Holmen very easily works their way through that full-court pressure put down by Logan, and this is the time that you really want to take a look at fouling. If you can get Holmen to miss a couple of shots, and you don't have to give up the fouls yet, then do so, but
balance the court, just take layups. That's all there is to it. Pretty simple. Take care of the ball, keep the ball alive.
Yeah.
Don't pick up your dribble. Don't go into the corner and get double teamed.
Now you're down by 9, and Funches falls to the floor, and he will foul Cameron Weber. Weber going to the free throw line for the first time tonight for Funches. That is only his second foul. Inbound goes from Wall to the backcourt to Weber, across the timeline, back in the hands of Metal.
Nice.
Underneath, big, I like contended shots like that. Olsen went up against Hamilton. Hamilton left late and still blocked the shot, but unfortunately he got the foul.
And that's the shot you do take. I mean, you milk the clock, you open the 4 corners up, a little bit like Dean Smith used to do at North Carolina, but you look for layups.
We used to penetrate the free throw line. Everybody collapses when a ball kicks back. Your 2 bigs on the wings kick out. As soon as the ball starts to drop, and you send somebody in.
Exactly. I mean, you widen the court, and you use the width of the court to your advantage.
Olsen missed both. For Logan at the other end, 3 ball up, no good. Moran. 2:40 to go, 62-53. Now it's going to be a fouling blitz. 16 foul now on Logan, and that's going to be the 3rd foul picked up by Jakai Funches. Funches is going to take a seat, and Keenan Haas will check in. Kind of a surprising move that you would bring in Haas for Funches this late in the game.
Very strange. I don't know what the purpose of that is.
Timeout was called by Holmen.
It looked like a jump before the foul, but apparently not. Funches out for 10 seconds or less.
Jack McHugh's sake will pick up foul number 2, excuse me, at the free throw line. will be Ben Olson. He is 0 for 4 from the charity stripe tonight. 2:30 to play, 62-53, Holmen by 9. Here's the first of 2 of the bonus.
Little offense-defense substitution is why Haas was in. Give Funches a chance to shoot the 3 ball.
9 for Olson. There he's in double figures. (64-53). It's an 11-point lead for Holmen. Long 3 by Hamilton off the mark, rebounded by the Vikings, and looks like they are going to, at this point, cruise to a win here this evening. Underneath, another contended shot.
Good block by Jack McHugh's sake.
Yeah, he took Hammond off his block, but Hammond was also trying to shoot off his hip, which I don't like that shot either. Funches, off balance, jumper, no good. Rebounded by Olson. Here come the Vikings. Thompson's going to get called for the foul from behind. He's got 3, and team foul number 8.
Floyd Thomas with a foul. I don't know why he's asking the official, because it was an obvious foul. Floyd Thomas, what a great kid he is, though. Just like a grandson to me.
First free throw is up and good for Cameron Weber. Weber doing all of his damage beyond the arc tonight. Weber with 14. Some really good balanced scoring with Holmen tonight. Second one good as well. Seven Vikings have scored. Funches misses that first shot. He'll get the putback. And a quick timeout being called. We'll take a timeout as well. 1:47 to go. Holmen leads Logan 66-55.
We're starting the new year with our biggest sale of the year at Interior Designs Holmen. All our carpets are on sale, so you'll save money and get more for free. Free measuring and estimating at your home. Free furniture moving, even that heavy couch and king-size bed. Free removal of your old carpet and padding, and we'll recycle it. Free life of carpet labor warranty for as long as you own the carpet. All at the lowest prices of the year and 12 months no interest financing. Save money and get more for free during the biggest carpet sale of the year, going on now at Interior Designs Holmen.
Welcome back to the broadcast. Dan Dyker, Terry Erickson, the closing minutes of this one, which we've seen Holmen take control over the last 6 minutes of the ballgame, Terry, and lead 66-50. 55. Always have to. That basket's right in my way of that scoreboard, and the one over here in the corner is too far. Holmen will inbound to the front court they go, just trying to continually knock time off the clock. Hamilton with the foul. That'll be number 3. And team foul number 9 at the free throw line is Max Hammond. Hammond misses the free throw. Here comes Logan. Funches has 21. His step through is in the lane. Not hard enough. No good. How does Thomas not get called for over the back on that one?
Let it go, I guess.
Wow, his shot falls. He's got 8, 66-57. Wow. See if Thomas picked up that foul or Funches from behind. Thomas will pick up number 3. Double bonus now from here on out at the free throw line, Cameron Weber. First one is good. (16 for Weber. 10 threes for the Holmen Vikings tonight. 7 for Logan. Second free throw up and good by Weber. I think I might have a scoring update here, Terry. With 1:57 to go, Onalaska leads Central 51-47.
Oh, how much left?
1:57.
All right. So
wow. Under a minute to play here. Holmen is going to go on and they're going to pick up a victory here tonight as Hamilton steps out of bounds. Trying to get you some quick totals at the end of this one here and see if we will get a conclusion score from Onalaska and Central. Looks like Central had led that ball game for quite a bit as Hamilton will pick up foul number 4. And Onalaska with a late burst.
Yeah, you give the scoring at the end of this, and I'll give you the player of the game. And then we'll sign off.
Well, we're going to try to buy enough time to get this Onalaska Central score as well. First free throw by Weber's good. He's good. His last 5 of 6 have fallen. 69-59, and he's got another one. Well, in the postseason, folks, if you want to foul one of the Vikings, don't foul Weber. He's good. 3-ball launched and good by Hamilton. That's his first tray of the game. $18 for Jackson Hamilton, the score. 70-62, 32 seconds left. Floyd Thomas will pick up foul number 4. Clock stops, 32.1 remaining. And again, a double bonus opportunity for, you guessed it, Cameron Weber.
I think you're fouling the wrong guy, don't you think?
That's what I'm saying. If you're scouting this game for the postseason and you want to foul someone, stay away from 21. He's 7 for his last 8. 8 for his last 9.
Well, he has sealed this game just with his free throw shooting.
He's got 21 points. Scrum on the floor. The ball ends up going towards the Vikings, who look like they're going to be able to run this clock out. 16 seconds remaining. And that looked like it was going to be a jump ball. Funches is going to pick up foul number 4. Remember, Terry, at halftime, Logan had a 27-26 lead. And then 3/4 through way through the second half, the basement fell out.
Second half, all Holmen in a variety of ways. Not turning the ball over, getting better shot selection, winning the battle on the boards, taking better care of the ball. It's good strategy from about the 4-minute mark out of just taking the air out of the ball.
Cameron Weber with 21. That's going to do it. And Holmen is going to pick up a home win over rival Logan, 74-62. And if you want to give the players the game, Terry, give me a chance to do some counting here.
I'm going to wait until you give us the scores. I'm sorry.
We can do that.
Let's start. Let's look at a little bit of Logan now. After a win against Mauston, prior to that, 6 losses in a row. Now, 7 out of their last 8 games. 4-15, 2-8 at the bottom of the MVC. And what's ahead for Logan? We'll be broadcasting their game against the Blue Goals at Aquinas on Friday. Then Altoona on Monday, which we will also broadcast, and then end the season hosting Toma on the 27th. And again, as you talked about, we'll know what these teams face in the postseason this weekend after Sunday's seeding meeting. The Vikings, who played much better than we saw them play the last time these two teams matched up, they only have 2 games left, both conference games. Friday hosting Sparta, and then on Thursday, February 27th, against the Hilltoppers. And Holmen 6-14 and 4-6 in the MVC.
Alrighty, so here is how our final scoring totals look like. Again, Holmen wins 74-62. For the Holmen Vikings, 16 for Cale Hempker, powered by 4 threes. 7 for Cole Callender, 3 for Ryland Wall, 23 for Cameron Weber. Well, 10 of those came from the free throw line right towards the down the stretch, as you were hearing Terry and I talk about. 13 for Caleb Maddle. He had 3 threes, 2 for Max Hammond. 10 points for Ben Olson. For the lacrosse Logan Rangers, who were leading this game by 1 point at halftime, they were led by Ja'Kai Funches, 21 points, 18 for Jackson Hamilton, 11 for Floyd Thomas, 6 for Jack McHugh-Sake, 3 for Devin Morin, and who else? 21, 11, 6, 18, 3. That's it, all 5.
Again, down the stretch, the limited number of turnovers by the Vikings was part of the reason the game turned around in the second half. And my players of the game for the Vikings, while Cameron Weber sinking those free throws, putting the game out of reach, along with the best game that Caleb Maddles played all season. And you talked about his hitting three-point shots. For the Rangers, not one of their better performances, but I think there's still a lot of promise rest of the year and into the postseason. And so my players of the game there is Jackson Hamilton.
Jackson Hamilton, and I would have to agree, especially with Hamilton, he was the only Logan Ranger that was following every one of his shots. He had a couple of block shots. He was the one in the first half, Terry, that was trying to get Logan to get into this transition. Whether he had a rebound, one pass, he's down the floor. But again, we talked in the pregame, Logan has 3 guys in double figures. Usually the first thing I see is, whoa, you got someone scoring 20 points, you got a couple of guys in the teens. Wow, what else does the rest of the team do? I saw absolutely 0. And now we kind of wonder why. The last 5 minutes of the first half, Logan standing around on offense. No one's doing anything.
Well, I mean, they 3 guys scoring points, but giving up a lot of points also on defense. And the reason Jackson Hamilton, Ja'Kai Funch has played well, but the reason Jackson Hamilton is my player of the game as we end this broadcast is because he not only scored, but he was essentially the only guy that rebounded.
Yeah. And he also had 3 block shots against Olsen. So, I mean, he was really getting it done both ends of the floor. Cameron Weber, I tell you what, boy, he was just dropping threes. My player of the game would have been almost a toss-up because Cale Hemker came in. He hit the 2 big threes back-to-back, which that knocked Logan so far down the total. I mean, that's just like a punch to the gut. They couldn't recover off of that. But then Weber cleans up with 9 out of 10 free throws down a 2.5-minute stretch. And that is the key right there, along with 3 points. And, of course, he ended up with 23.
Yeah, and just to build on that quickly is the fact that they have a team that has guys that come off the bench and contribute.
Yep.
Logan, maybe not so much.
Well, when Logan has 3 guys in double figures, Hamilton with 18, Thomas with 11, and 21 for Funches, that's your top 3 that we talked about in the pregame. And then you look what everybody else did for Holmen: 16 for Hemker, 23 for Weber, 13 for Maddle, 10 for Olsen. But then you got to talk about the what else did everybody do? Cole Callender had a couple of big shots underneath. I thought his defense picked up. And you look at Max Hammond. Even Max Hammond only scored 2 points, but his defense on the outside of the lane, forcing the ball in front and watching where the ball was going. I used to tell my girls all the time, I don't care if you score a point in this ball game. What else can you show me? What can you do?
Exactly. How diverse are you? Are you a frozen player that can only do one thing, or are you multidimensional?
Right.
What are you?
Well, again, Holmen girls beat Logan earlier tonight. Terry and I had the coverage of that ball game. And our final here from Holmen with the boys tonight is 74-62. And we do not have a late update from Central. The last thing we heard was that Anna was up 51-47 with $1:57 to go. That one also may be coming down to a free throw shooting contest.
Could be.
We'll just have to wait and see. For all of our guys here up high above Holmen, and for Terry Erickson, good to do a ball game or two with him again. My name is Dan Dyker again. Terry, folks can watch the schedule for the round. You got some games coming up here in KQEG TV, plus the postseason.
We'll be having a lot of games, so we look forward to posting the schedule here next week.
Alrighty, for all of us here at KQEG TV and all of our fantastic advertising partners, we bid you a very good evening. For all of us here, this is KQEG TV, KQEGTV.com.
You've been watching the KQEG TV High School Game of the Week. Tonight's doubleheader featured the Logan Rangers and the Holmen Vikings boys and girls. The High School Game of the Week is made possible by our sponsors, like Schneider Heating and Air Conditioning. Your comfort is their business on Southwest 2nd Avenue in Onalaska. Schumacher Kish Cremation and Funeral Services in La Crosse, La Crescent, and Onalaska. Boyer's Furniture, quality furniture at affordable prices on South Avenue, La Crosse. Pizza Corral, round up the family and head for Pizza Corral in Holmen. Citizen State Bank, a banking experience like no other, with locations in La Crosse and Onalaska. Premier Spine Health and Injury. Get back in the game with Premier Spine Health and Injury in Holmen. Interior Design. Don't miss their big sale going on now through the end of the month on flooring and cabinetry for your home or office. Interior Design in Holmen. And Luke's Auto Repair on Mason Street in Onalaska. Thanks for watching high school basketball on KQEG TV and KQEGTV.com.